So yeah, welcome to this workshop on integrating Pressbooks content and assessments in Canvas. So this is another session uh, from the Pressbooks Picks series, which is offered by the Open Ed division at TAMU Libraries. All right, so by the end of this session, I hope that the participants will be able to integrate Pressbooks content into Canvas modules and also embed and configure interactive H5P assessments and also use Pressbooks materials as graded assignments in Canvas for formative assessment purposes. All right, before we get started, so a little bit about Pressbooks. Pressbooks is a publishing platform for creating and sharing educational content. So some of its key features include its simple and familiar interface, which is based off of WordPress, basically. It can create professionally designed book files without complex software. It gives authors the ability to edit, update, and export books. And it also allows them to collaborate with other authors and editors from across the world, basically. And also it provides authors with a variety of book formats and complete control over their content. And as you may know, we now have a shared network at odp.library.tamu.edu, which uses the Pressbooks platform for collaboration across the TAMU system. So all students, faculty, and staff members can get a license and start developing their book and then use it for assessment purposes in Canvas or just for the purpose of publishing open educational resources. So why integrating Pressbooks with Canvas? First off, it helps integrate open educational resources in Canvas, which will support accessibility and affordability. And also we could add interactive elements to those content materials using H5P, which will give our students a chance to interact with the content more easily and support their learning better. They could look at their performance and learn through them. And also faculty members could also track a student's progress and transfer those grades also to the Canvas gradebook. It's a streamlined grading process through Canvas assignments, basically. Some OER resources, if you're interested in exploring open educational resources, OER Texas provides a collection of curated resources aligned with Texas core curriculum requirements. And the Pressbooks library directory basically provides more than 6,000 open access books, which are free and searchable. And also Open Textbook Library, which has almost 1,500 textbooks, which one can use. So, and if you'd like to learn more about resources, you can scan this QR code or just click the link to see more resources, TexAg/search OER. Perfect. So now let's demo how this process works. So there are two parts to this demo. In the first part, we will create H5P activities in your Pressbooks chapter, basically, which is the chapter we're going to be then integrating into Canvas for assessment purposes. And in the second part, we will actually integrate it. So let's start off with creating H5P activities in your Pressbooks chapter. So I'll go over the process in my slide deck right now, but then I will go to Canvas and actually demo the process in both Canvas and Pressbooks as well. So in order to create an H5P activity, once you're logged into Pressbooks, you basically navigate to H5P content on the navigation menu and select New. And this will present you with a host of activities that you can select and customize uh, to adapt to the content that you're teaching or you're working on. And then based on your choice, you can fill out the activity parts and then click Create. For instance, in this case, a multiple choice activity has been customized. So it asks you for the title of your activity, what the question is, what the options are. And once you fill out the form, you can basically create an H5P activity. Then this will generate a code, which then you would copy and place into the body of your Pressbooks text. And this code will translate into the interactive activity that you have created. Something like this, for instance. So yeah, it's just every H5P activity has a code assigned to it once it's created, and then that code could go into the page, and I'll show you in a moment. In the second part of, so once the H5P activity is created, then you need to integrate it into your Canvas course. And that's again very straightforward. All you need to do is just go to Canvas and navigate to your Canvas module and click the plus sign on the module header and then select external tool and choose Pressbooks content selector from the menu. This will allow you to import that specific chapter that you have created an H5P activity in directly into Canvas. So as you can see on this slide, I am importing call principles and practices, which is designated as a graded assignment because I have created an H5P activity in it earlier, and I have configured that chapter to be used for grading purposes. And I'll show you in a moment how that is done in Pressbooks as well. Also, as you may see, I have checked the Pressbooks result viewer box as well. So basically, you need to import the Pressbooks results viewer plus the chapter or chapters that you have created H5P activities in and also configured for grading. And then select your content, and that would be added to your module. That's it. And some resources for you. There's a video here which shows the process. You can go back to it later if you'd like. And that's it. So let's go to Canvas and look at the process there. So I'll start off with Pressbooks actually. So here's a Pressbooks chapter that I have created, and I have some content in here. As you can see, I have a video and I have a picture. And then at the bottom of the page, I have check your understanding, which is where I would like to provide my H5P activities. And I have two codes here, H5P ID number 13 and H5P ID number 15, which tells the platform that there are two activities here, which you need to then load as part of this document. Okay, so these activities have already been created, but if I wanted to create them from scratch, all I needed to do would be to go to H5P content at the bottom of my navigation menu and then click Add New, which will take me to a page like this. And then I could select from the menu what type of activity I would like to create. So a multiple choice question, a true or false question, a memory game, all of these are very interesting and interactive ways of uh, studying the content and engaging with the content on a Pressbooks page. So let's say, for instance, a multiple choice. When I select multiple choice, I can look at examples. I could also look at tutorials, which the platform also provides. But as long as I provide the title, the question, the available options, and designate the correct answer, and make the changes that I would like to make, and then click create, I should be uh, able to create this activity and then use it in my Pressbooks page. We have a recording of a session dedicated to using H5P activities. I'm happy to provide it to you, but for the purpose of this demo, we're going to focus on integrating this activity, the activities we have already created into Canvas, but feel free to uh, uh, stay after this here. We can talk about it as well. All right. So if the activity you have, you would like to use in Canvas has already been created by somebody else, you could always also use it. You don't have to create a new H5P activity. So here you can see a list of all the H5P activities which have been created earlier. And they are accessible through, again, H5P content, all H5P content. Instead of adding new, you can always look at what others have done, and you could also insert them into your text. All right, so I already have them. I have two assignments, two activities, which I have put here. So the next thing to do is to configure my chapter to be reporting back to Canvas once this content is integrated into Canvas. And to do that, I need to go to LMS grading reporting part of the page and click H5P, activate this section. And then I can tell the LMS, which is Canvas, which activities I would like to be configuring for reporting purposes. And I want both of them, 13 and 15, which are both also here. And that's it. Then I will click save, and my chapter will be saved, and reporting would be enabled on this page. So perfect. My chapter is ready, and LMS grading is also on. Grade reporting is also on. So the next step would be to go to Canvas and integrate this text into Canvas. So I'm in Canvas now. All I need to do is to, let's say I would like to add this chapter plus the interactive elements in it to module 1. I will click the plus sign and go to external tool and scroll down to Pressbooks content selector. And this would show me the results for my Pressbooks book. So I could select Pressbooks results viewer because I would like to import it into Canvas. And I would also like to import this specific chapter where I have included two activities in it. Core principles and practices. That's the name of the chapter that I created in Pressbooks. So this is it. So core principles and practices. And here I can see it. I can see the rest of my book as well, but only this chapter has activities in it, and I would like to import it into Canvas. So I'm only going to select this, scroll down, and select content. This should add 2 items to my module. So the first one is the Pressbooks results viewer, and the other one is the actual chapter where I have two activities. So that's it. So we're done. I could just publish them so that students can see them. And I could also navigate to the student view and show how the students would be able to see these activities. So this is the chapter. Once a student clicks this, it would load the chapter directly into Pressbooks. The students can read it. And then at the bottom, you would see that the two H5P activities have been loaded where the students can check their understanding. Let's say, so what does the acronym CALL stand for? Let's say I select computer assisted language learning because that's my area and I know it is correct. And TAL is an acronym associated with technology assisted learning. It is, but let's say false, and then click check. So it would tell me that the first one is correct and the second one is incorrect. I could see the solution or I could retry this assignment. So let's retry. Okay, this is true, check, and again, I passed. So now that I'm in Canvas, this should be added to my gradebook, and the test student should be able to see how they have done on this specific test. And I could go to grades and check that. So yeah, I mean, core principles and practices, 10 out of 10, and this one 5 out of 10. So I have attempted this assignment twice. Once I got the full grade, once I got half the grade, and because I specifically chose the wrong answer for it. The way this report is done is based on the settings we choose for the grade reporting in LMS. Here you could just select your grading scheme as well. So for instance, I could select first attempt or average attempt or best attempt, depending on how I would like to grade this assignment for the students. I would choose best attempt because I would like this to be a formative assessment tool in the book, and then click save. Oh, the link has expired, so sure. We could go back to it. So this is for the purpose of demo, so we don't have to fix this, but that's the idea generally. As long as you have a Pressbooks account, you have some content in it, you could add H5P activities to it and then integrate it into Canvas. So I'm going to stop recording and then I'm happy to address any questions or concerns.